So, students, now let us start the new chapter. Up to now, we have seen what is a variance and what is standard deviation. So, based on this, we will see further in our topic. The topic is moments, skewness and kurtosis. So here, first of all, we will see moments, skewness and kurtosis that are depending upon moments. So what is a moment? That let us see. So moment is very simple. Here we want to see moments about three types. Moments, first of all, we will see moments about arbitrary origin A. This is very simple because we have seen how to find out standard deviation. So this formulas based on this are relevant to standard deviation. So moments we will denote by nu r dash. And this nu r dash has the formula 1 upon n sigma xi minus a whole raised to r. Here you remember that the standard deviation or variance sigma square we have defined as 1 upon n sigma xi minus x bar whole square. Actually, standard deviation, for standard deviation we will have to take its square root. And if we square the standard deviation, then we will get a variance. This is known as variance. And if we have the formula in terms of frequency distribution, then we are using fi into xi minus x bar whole square. You may be knowing. And if it is group distribution, and if we are using the concept of xi minus x bar, the concept of di dash means xi minus capital A upon h, then we are getting h raised to h square upon capital N. So here mu r dash has this formula, and from this we can obtain if it is a frequency distribution, simple frequency distribution, then we use here capital N and sigma xi minus capital A whole raised to r, where capital N is sigma of fi, that is total of the frequency as usual. You know very well, because in every problems we have used capital N equals sigma fi. So now you must be knowing this. And here fi is multiplied there, frequency. And if we are using the concept of di dash equal to xi minus a upon h, a is assumed value, then we will have, and mostly we will use this for group data, group frequency data, group frequency distribution. And for this we have nu r dash equal to 1 upon n. Here we will have to multiply this by h raised to r, fi xi minus a whole raised to r, where in all the cases r is from 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. Okay? So here is the moments about arbitrary origin A. But normally we are mostly interested in the second and third moments, the moment about mean. So this is very much important. And then in the third point we will see moments about origin. So moments about mean and moments about origin are of very much importance for us. These are also known as, moments about means are also known as central moments, because if in examination, if you are asked to find out central moments, then these moments are nothing but moments about the mean. So we will denote this by mu r. Mu r is 1 upon n sigma. Here instead we will take capital A equal to x bar. So this is nothing but the moment about mean, that means central moments. And similarly, the another formula for simple frequency distribution can be written as fi into xi minus x bar whole raised to r. And here capital N equals sigma fi. So r will be run from 0, 1, 2, dot capital N. Okay. So and similarly here we can use capital A equal to x bar to find out moments about mean. So the formula are very easy to remember, and you can see all these formulas. Okay. Now here in this central moments, we will try to find out some of the central moments, just like mu zero. What is mu zero? Mu zero is we will find out this from any one formula we can find it out, but we will use this frequency distribution formula. For capital R, here mu zero means R equal to 0, and that's why we have this is sigma fi into xi minus x bar whole raised to 0. Whole raised to 0 means this will become 1. But here we know that sigma fi is capital N, and this is divided by N, so this is equal to 1. So the value of mu 0 is 1, as you know. Then we will put R equal to 1. That means we will find out first central moment. First central moment, here we will put R equal to 1. So we will get from the formula 1 upon N sigma fi into xi minus x bar. You can see, you can observe this one, the value of mu1, and you must remember this formula if you can. And if you will remember the formula, then the problem solving procedure will become very easy for you. Okay, and if you are not remembering, then it will take hardly a couple of minutes to find out such values. Okay, so here mu1 equal to 1 upon n, and just we will simplify this one. What is this? This is nothing but sigma fi xi minus 1 upon n sigma fi into x bar. You can see. But here we can see that sigma fi xi upon n is nothing but the mean itself. We know. When we have seen the formula for mean, then we have observed that x bar equal to sigma fi xi upon n for simple frequency distribution. Here x bar is independent of I sigma. That means actually sigma are running from y equal 1 to n. So x bar we can take it common, and it is nothing but sigma fi. But sigma fi is what? Sigma fi is capital N. So capital N will be cancelled. So x bar minus x bar. So mu1 equal to 0. Okay. Similarly, we can talk about mu2. Mu2 is for r equal to 2. So here we will put r equal to 2. So as we can get 1 upon n sigma fi into xi minus x bar whole square. Now you can see, we will not simplify this one too much. After looking about the moments about origin, we will see this one. Moment about origin. Origin is this. Now, here you can observe this formula and this formula. 1 upon n sigma fi xi minus x bar whole square. That means mu2 is nothing but the variance. Mu2 is nothing but variance. So if you are given the variance sigma square, then this is nothing but mu2. That means second moment about mean. It is known as zeroth moment about mean. It is known as first moment. First moment about mean has the value 0, and zeroth moment has the value 1, and mu2 is nothing but sigma square. So these are the basic facts based on central moments. Now we will focus on the moments about origin. This is not about origin, this is arbitrary origin. But now we will see about origin itself only. Origin, that means there we will take a equal to 0. In central moment, that means in about mean, we have considered a equal to x bar. We have substituted here a equal to x bar in the formula. Here now we will put a equal to 0. So if we will put a equal to 0, then this formula will become xi whole raised to r. So this is xi whole raised to r, and this is what? This again becomes fi xi raised to r, and we will denote this formula by mu r dash, mu r dash. Okay, and similarly here also we can put a equal to 0 to get the same thing. So here you have noted the values that we have obtained: mu 0 equal to 1, mu 1 equal to 0, and mu 2 equal to sigma square. Likewise, here in the case of the moment about an origin, we will try to find out some of the values just like mu 0, mu 1 and mu 2. So when we put r equal to 0, we will get mu 0 dash. So what will happen? Mu 0 dash is 1 upon n sigma xi raised to 0. This is nothing but 1, but sigma 1 is nothing but small n. So n upon n, it is 1. If we use this formula, then also we could have obtained the same things. 1 upon n sigma fi xi raised to 0. Xi raised to 0 is 1. So sigma fi, but sigma fi is capital N, so it is 1. Then we will find out mu1 dash. What will be mu1 dash? Here we will put r equal to 1. So this will become 1 upon n sigma fi xi. But what is this? What is this? Can you say me? Just before before the minute or 2 minutes, we have seen the same thing about this one. This is nothing but the mean x bar. Mean sigma fi xi upon capital N is x bar. So here mu1 dash is the mean itself. Okay. Similarly, for r equal to 2, we can have mu2 dash equal to 1 upon n sigma fi xi square. You can see if we put here r equal to 2, we get fi xi square. But this has no relevance symbol, just like variance or whatever it is. So we will keep it as it is. So here you have observed that mu 0 equal to 1, mu 0 dash equal to 1, mu 1 equal to 0, but here mu 1 dash is mean itself, x bar. So these are very much important for us. So you must remember this formula. If you don't remember, then you can derive this within couple of minutes as I told to you. Okay. Now, after looking this fact, in examination you will be asked to find out the questions just like find out first 4 central moments. First 4 central moments. Central moments means moments about mean. That means you will have to find out mu 0, mu 1, mu 2, mu 3, mu 4. Okay. Here again, if you are asked to find out moments about origin, first 4 moments, then you will have to find out mu 1 dash, mu 2 dash, mu 3 dash, and mu 4 dash. Mu 4, mu 0 and mu 0 dash are of no interest because these have this to have value 1. So we are interested up to mu 4. And we can also find out further central moments or moments about origin, just like mu 5, mu 6, mu 7. But this takes too much time. So for our syllabus purpose and for our study purpose, the study about mu 3, mu 4, up to mu 4 is well to do, because in skewness and in kurtosis we will make the use of mu 2, mu 3 and mu 4. So first of all we will require to find out all these things. Okay. Now, after doing this part, we will, so here I will just write down that mu 0 dash we have obtained as 1, mu 2 dash we have obtained as x bar. This is mean, and mu 3 dash is just the formula as it is. Now we will obtain the relation between mu r and mu r dash. That means the relation between central moments and moments about origin. Okay. So and these relations you must remember, because this if you will remember these moments, then this formula, these relations, then you can obtain the values of mu2, mu3, mu4, etc. From mu r dash very easily. Okay. So the relations are that here mu2 equal to mu2 dash minus mu1 dash whole square. mu3 equal to mu3 dash minus 3 mu2 dash mu1 dash plus 2 mu1 dash whole cube. mu4 equal to mu4 dash minus 4 mu2 dash mu1 dash plus 6 mu3 dash here, mu2 dash into mu1 dash square minus 3 mu1 dash whole raised to 4. So you will have to remember all these formulas. So as if you are given mu1 dash, mu2 dash, mu3 dash, you can find out mu2, mu3 and mu4 very easily. Okay. Similarly, we have a relation between mu r and mu r dash. Mu r dash means what? The moment about A, capital A. Moments about capital A. This is the basic formula. Okay? And the same relations we can get. Replace mu r dash by mu r dash. You will get the same formula. Same formula as those one. That means here you put mu2 dash, mu1 dash, mu3 dash, mu2 dash, mu1 dash, mu4 dash, mu3 dash, mu1 dash, etc. Okay, so if you will replace these values, you will get the same formula. And one more thing here, you remember that x bar equal to a plus mu1 dash square. X bar equal to a plus mu1 dash square. So this is very much important for you. Okay, so you will have to remember these formulas, and these formulas are very easy to remember. Very easy to remember. This formula can be obtained very easily because we know that what do we know? We know that mu1 dash a plus mu1 dash, not square but mu1 dash only, because we know that mu1 dash equal to what? Just we have seen 1 upon n sigma fi into xi minus capital A whole raised to 1, because we have seen in the original formula mu r dash equal to whole raised to r. So if we will split this, then we will get 1 upon n sigma fi xi and minus fi into capital A. A is in common, so sigma fi. So what is this? This is nothing but x bar, and this is what? This is capital N. So capital N and N will be cancelled, so it is minus A. So we can see that x bar equal to capital A plus mu1 dash. So this is the formula obtained very easily. Now these formulas are very easy to remember. Just I will show you how to remember these formulas. So we know the Pythagorean triangle 1 1 1 plus 1 2 1, then 1 here, 1 plus 2 3, 2 plus 1 3 and 1 over here. We will start 1 plus 3 4, 3 plus 3 6 and 3 plus 1 4, and here is 1. So this will give us mu2 relation, this gives us mu3 relation, this gives us for mu3, that means for mu2, mu3 and mu4. So how to do this? How to remember? Just subtract the last two numbers and start. If you have observed the formula for x plus y whole raised to n, then you must have observed that it is nothing but x raised to n into y raised to 0 plus nc1 into x raised to n minus 1 into y raised to 1 plus nc2 binomial formula n minus 2 y square plus nc3 x raised to n minus 3 y cube and so on. So these are nc1, nc2, nc3 are nothing but these values. You can see. Suppose x plus y whole raised to cube is there. So we can have x cube plus 3x square y plus 3xy square plus y cube. So here y raised to 0 may be there and here x raised to 0 is there. So you can see that 1, 3, 3, 1, 1, 3, 3, 1 are their coefficients. And it starts with the first one, x cube, then x square, then x raised to 0. That is 1. We are not using this one. Then y is increasing its order. Y raised to 0, then y square, y cube. Likewise, here, to remember this formula, you can see that. Suppose, first of all, we want to write down mu2. Then we start with mu2 dash. Okay? mu2 dash and the mu2 dash, actually we will use mu4 dash, mu2 dash, mu3 dash, mu1, mu2 dash like this. If it is for mu2, then start with mu2 dash. Okay? Then mu2 dash into mu1 dash. Y is considered here as fixed, mu1 dash. Okay? And this x will be changing, mu2 dash, then mu1 dash, then mu0 dash like this. Okay? So here we will have, the formula is what, that subtract last two numbers. That means actually in binomial distribution it will contain when x plus y whole cube is there, then 4 terms will be there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But in our case we want to combining the last two digits. Last two digits we want to combine. So we will get in this only 3 terms. You can see that there are only 3 terms. Here are only 2 terms. You can see. And here are 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. 1, 2, 3, 4 terms are only there. So how to remember this formula? Here put plus, minus, plus sign. Here you put plus, minus sign. Plus, minus sign. Okay, before of that. Because when we have here is x minus y whole cube, then we use here minus, plus and here minus. Same way we will use to remember this formula. So for mu2 dash, start with mu2 dash minus 2 minus 1, that means 1. mu1 dash square, because that total power is always 1. So here you can see that x square y. So x square y and y raised to 1, total is 3. Here x square x y square, that means total is 3. And finally we have x raised to 0 y cube, that means 0 plus 3, that is 3 power. So here